Hi everyone, and welcome to Queen Scientista's official YouTube channel. My name is Yasmin, and I'm this year's External Relations Director on the Scientista Executive Committee. I am so excited to launch this channel today, where you will eventually be able to find a wide range of content ranging from tips and tricks for success as a woman in STEM to what life is like as a STEM student at Queen's University. But before we get too much into that content, I'd like to provide a bit more information about our club and why we decided to create this channel. So to facilitate that, I'm joined today by this year's Scientista co-chairs, Maria and Fiona. Welcome. To begin, can you share a bit about Scientista's history and mission?
Absolutely. So I'm Maria. I'm one of the co-directors for this year. And so about Scientista's mission, so Scientista is kind of a part of a bigger Scientista Foundation, which was started at Harvard University, I believe in 2011, by two sisters, just to kind of address the lack of resources for women in higher education. And so they launched a website, I think it was scientistafoundation.com, which ended up being kind of a networking hub for national women in pre-professional programs. So since then, Scientista has kind of expanded into many college campuses in the US and then internationally, and Queen Scientista was the first Canadian chapter of the Scientista Foundation, which is a really fun fact. And I think what makes Scientista kind of unique to other clubs on campus is that our mission kind of specifically focuses on the needs of self-identifying women in college and graduate settings, as opposed to targeting professional women or very young girls. If you're familiar with the leaky pipeline model, as you move up to higher levels of education, you tend to see much fewer women. So for example, if you look at your professors, typically, or at least my experience, most of them do tend to be male. So we aim to provide those resources, networking opportunities, support, empowerment to pre-professional women so that they do feel comfortable and encouraged and capable to pursue higher education if they so choose, and hopefully try to bridge that gap. Hope that answered your question.
Yeah, thank you so much. And the second question, why are you excited about creating the Scientista YouTube channel this year?
All right, so like Yasmin said, my name is Fiona. I'm one of the other co-directors of Scientista this year. I'm just so excited about this YouTube channel because it's kind of just something we had thought about last year a little bit more. To give you some background, I remember when I was in my first year, or in grade 12, even going into my first year, I had never visited Queen's campus. I didn't know anyone who had been to Queen's. I didn't know what to expect. I just kind of went out on a whim and decided to apply here because I just saw their list of clubs and I was like, I didn't know a school could have that many clubs. And this sounds like such a cool program. I'm in life sciences. So I just decided to apply and I ended up getting in and deciding that this is where I wanted to go. But while I was making that decision and while I was preparing to move my whole life across the country to Kingston, I realized that I didn't know much about Queens. I didn't know much about life science. I didn't know what to expect going into it. So I think I'm really excited to have this YouTube channel to give people in high school, in grade 12, thinking about coming to Queens, thinking about pursuing STEM, just some inspiration and some guidance, just kind of like a survival guide, basically, of like what to expect when you're here. So hopefully we end up providing some inspiration to some students or some guidance to students, and hopefully they feel like they could join Scientista after that, because we'd love to have more people join our club. We'd love a community of just inspiring and successful women to come with us.
Great, thank you. And I really hope some of the viewers of this video can identify with what you're saying. I know I definitely could as well. Yeah, so that kind of wraps up the introduction to our channel. Thank you so much for joining me, ladies. To our viewers, stay tuned for some exciting content coming very soon. In the meantime, feel free to follow our other social media pages at scientista.queensu on Instagram and Facebook.